Hello and welcome. Thank you for clicking on my stream. My name is Ashley of the A Button, and I have a nightmarish addiction to Rogue Trader and Warhammer in general. I have my Inquisition t-shirt on right now. And tonight we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Le Rogue Trader. We're going to be playing my OC, I guess you would, yeah. Yep, we're going to say it. My OC, because yes, there's a fan fiction to brewing. Prisca von Valencius. This is her story. This is her playthrough. Last we left our intrepid hero, they escaped the Torch Dungeon prison known as Commorragh, the Dark City. A lot of people were big mad. Some were really upset with some of her life choices that she had made. Lots of conversations were had. We already went through, for those of you that are already familiar with Rogue Trader, got back on the bridge, already had the quick trial with Yurlet where everyone's like, we need to kill her and kill her dead. And I'm like, I understand what you're saying. She is such a psychotically good sniper. It'd be incredibly wasteful for me to just kill her because she kind of betrayed us and got us trapped in the torture prison of Commorragh. You know what? It's okay. I can forgive and mostly forget. So instead of just outright executing her on my bridge, I just had her beaten within an inch of her life. And everyone was almost okay with it. I have not killed Commorragh yet. I'm thinking this playthrough, I'm actually going to keep him alive. It's hard for me because in my head, I'm like, this singular sassy bitch has been a pain in my fucking ass since I got into the Coronis Expanse almost. Like the whole shit that went down with Rykad and everything else. And he's constantly raiding my planets and he's constantly torturing my people and he kind of kidnapped me and my crew and put us in the torture hell dimension. And he kind of put my boyfriend in a fucking sarcophagus and made him dissolve his own brain for God knows how long we were stuck down there until I was able to get him out. But you know what? I'm going to keep him around. Just so him and fucking Heinrichs can fight. Emperor Dancerhead. Yeah, right? So, that's where we are. I did have a couple romances cooking. I had one with Solomorn, I had one with Cabela, I had one with Jay, and I have one with Heinrichs. Heinrichs is going to be the main squeeze. I'm telling you out front right now, he's endgame. So when the things that happen later on happen, it's okay. We already know where we're heading. I already know what the end point is. We're just having fun getting to the end point. I did break things off with Cabela last time because she was we are proud of Cabela. She was insistent on her boundaries. She read me to fucking filth, told me about myself and all the fuckery I'd been up to, kind of sleeping around, whoring around on the ship, and kind of being fucked up about it. And I respect that. And she's like, I'm putting my foot down. I kind of want to be exclusive. And I'm like, about that, you're right. This is the wrong thing to do. We shouldn't have gotten into a relationship. You're my subordinate. I'm your superior. You're kind of like forced to listen to me. You're like my bodyguard. You're supposed to keep me alive. Shouldn't have gotten that relationship to begin with. Now it's messy. It's like, you're right. We should break it off. And she's like, oh no, I wanted you to stay, but just with me. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I appreciate you as a person. That's not going to happen. So we should break it off now before it gets any worse. Jay, listen, I knew what Jay was. She's here for a fun time, not a long time. Did not foresee my character having a long-standing relationship with Jay Hidari. She's a fucking crime lord. She's the Shadow Baroness of the Coronis Expanse. I know what time it is. She's using me. I was kind of just having a fun time with her. We were using each other. Solomorn, I'm a bit pissed at Solomorn. We're going to have to talk about it. We'll probably have to go to therapy individually about it. But he said some fucking shit in Commorragh. Kind of wanted to smack him. I think I did smack him. Because, not nice. So, spoilers ahead. If you haven't played this yet, I highly suggest it. We do have the DLC loaded, so Lex Imperialis is on here, Void Shadows is on here, and Museum of the Infinite is on here. So our boy Trazen's gonna be popping in. I don't know when. This is a blind playthrough, so I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen. But first and foremost, I need to talk to a specific interrogator about what happened in Commorragh. So for your viewing pleasure, Heinrich's Romance Simulator, take 12. Let's go.
What can I do for you?
I wish to speak with you about a personal matter. He leans forward slightly, his eyes intent on you. This is so cruel. I accidentally clicked on this once. It broke my heart. He's like, sure. Is that what you mean? And like, no. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that. And like, stop joking. You're gonna break my heart. Like, just learn how to feel and have emotions. Streaking for the Emperor's pleasure. My goodness, Mr. Necro. Keep it streaking. I would like to spend some time with you. Alone.
Then let's not waste any more time here.
Let's go. So now we are together. And I love his romance. It's my fucking all-time favorite because he sticks around. Everyone else kind of like leaves. He's like, oh, hey, I'm here.
I wish I could stay here with you for a while longer.
And
Even just an hour.
I will be so honest with all of you. There have been times in my last playthrough I was doing an Arbites, female Arbites run. I would just sit here and just click on him.
You drive me insane. Your every look, your every touch.
I know he only has 5 lines, but
I wish I could stay
you bet your sweet ass
for a while
I'm listening
longer,
to all of them.
Even just an hour. I wish I could
Okay, now he's just
stay
repeating
here
the same
with
line
you
over and
for
over
a
again.
while longer, even just an hour.
Another fun tidbit I absolutely love, and this game just does the most, is like right here you can look at everyone's inventory, right? So it's like, okay, cool. Check out the build, see what other items you want. You know, everything's normal. Let me just check what Heinrich is wearing. Oh, he naked. When you sleep with him, he's just like, nah. Oh, they do lock it out. I was like, yeah, you can't change anything right now because he is got them cheeks out, got that cake. I adore this game so much. And my husband is glaring at me from across the room. It's like, I am right here. Like, I love you, honey. Can't equip anything because he's a little busy. But I still have my clothes on, which makes me sad. Here's a little love note from Jay. Jay is such a scam. I always find it really creepy that you're like, you have all these servers that just chill in your room, and I'm like, I have just been banging the interrogator for like probably hours, and this guy is just standing here like, this is my entire existence. My family has been raised. I come from a long line of proud master abolitionists. I'm in charge of these baths. It is part of my upbringing, and that is, wow, they're really going the fuck at it back there. Wow, I hope they don't come in here. They're coming in here. I have to pretend I can't see anymore. It's the things that he's probably seen over the years. We're gonna relax. It's important to bathe after every battle because you get like a little bonus. I don't know if you know that. In case you don't, first playthrough with the DLC. It just gives you a little boost for your next combat encounter. And I'm not gonna lie to you. My last playthrough, I'd finish a mission, like I'd do something, I'd get back on the ship, and then it would proceed to be sleep with Heinrichs, take a bath, go back outside. then come back, sleep with Heinrichs, take a bath. And it doesn't matter. It does not do anything for you. There's no achievement for how many times you sleep with your love interest. I'm just dedicated. Because you have to work so fucking hard to get this man to stop being a fucking psychopath for 5 minutes that I'm getting what I paid for. Oh, that's right. He stays up here. I forgot he stays even after the bath.
We haven't even parted yet. I already miss you and your touch.
Sorry. Such a fucking fan. Anyway, Chris Tester, who's the voice actor for Heinrich Van Galax, fucking phenomenal. And I'm not a creepo like that. I'm creep in different ways, not like that. I liked Chris Tester's stuff that he was like posting on Naturally RP voiceover on YouTube. I always loved his stuff. Like the first thing I listened to was like he did this monologue as Gazgul from Warhammer. He's an orc. And his shit is just like awesome. He does a lot of monologues and just poetry, like readings and stuff of that nature. And then I found out about Rogue Trader and he was voicing this character. I'm like, oh shit. And it just happens to be like my favorite fucking character in the game. Okay, that's enough fucking around. Enough fucking. We're gonna go back and we're gonna play the game now. And that's my little trophy from Commorragh. Paint engine. I can't remember if I did. I think I did have. I talked with Heinrichs last time about Commorragh. Yeah, I did. And he was like, well, about what happened, I know that was a lot, and I was pretty stressed out, so if you don't want to, like, you know, talk about it anymore. And he's like, oh, no. Where do you think you're going? In my bed now. He's like, oh, thank God. It was so, I just wanted to make sure that we weren't just like, it was like a one-time thing. Oh, thank goodness, I'm so into this. So yes, thank you so much. And another favorite thing.
What can I do for you?
I can just keep doing this over and over again. Like, I could play Regicide with him.
I would very much like that.
And forever. Like, I could sit here for the next 3 hours and just play either Regicide with Heinrichs or fucking constantly. Nothing would get done. The Coronis Expanse would be completely on fire. Everyone would be destroyed. The Tyranids would have taken over. All the biomass consumed. And me and Heinrichs on the ship just going at it. And Abelard like, well, that's the end of the fucking world, I guess.
What can I do for you?
Alright, we've messed around with Heinrichs enough. We can progress with the game now. We need to break it up a little bit. There's only so much of the same animation I know you guys are willing to watch. So, let's see here. Fresh out of hell. What's going on? This is from the Void Shadows DLC. It's the Gene Stealer stuff. How about not show me completed quests? Because I want to see what the fuck I'm doing. Thank you. Path we lost. Okay, so Yolette wants to talk. That's right. We need to help out Abelard. There's that mystery on Dargonis. And we needed the door on Quetzalcoatl. Oh, and we have very important companion quest. Lord Kmuther Calcazar has instated himself and the warden of the Cronus Expanse, set up a headquarters on Footfall. So we gotta deal with that. We're getting closer to Heinrichs' final moment of whether or not he decides if he's gonna stay with the Inquisition or perhaps do something else. Caligos Winter Scale. Being a little shit. As usual. Let's see. What are my protectorates doing? That's my ship. Don't want to click on that. That's the wrong thing as well. God damn. I promise I know how to play video games. Thank you. Thank you. I believe all these are done. I have Zarkov. This is a new planet from the DLC, Infinite Museum. Alright, so Protectorate's good. I've got 111 profit points. Not too shabby. Ooh, one of the most important things to do. We need to talk to our boy. Badass of the Von Valencius dynasty, High Factorum, Generous Donrock, our boy. And we need to sell up all the shit we got in Commorragh. I have so much stuff I need to sell. And max out those trade points. Alright, we're going to start with the pirates because they're the lowest. Jesus Christ. 24,000. That is a lot. We don't need to do that. Let's see. Let's start with Heretic Trophy. So here we go. 1,000. Don't want to give them fucking everything. Come on, guys. There's so many Xeno artifacts. We got Commorragh. It's almost like it was like an alien city, so everything I picked up was a Xeno artifact. You save some artifacts for the rest of the expanse, guys. Come on. Alright, what do we got cooking in here now? I have been avoiding getting a lot of the enhancements you can get, the augments, because I don't particularly want to chop up my lovely characters that I adore. Like, especially Heinrichs. Man, the fact that you can, like, put augments on Heinrichs and he has a whole fucking tragic backstory about that shit is wild as hell to me. Oh, and since we're playing this on Daring, bitch, we are buying every fucking med kit we see. Oh, I'm not done with that. Melee attack after range attack. Nope. 2 melee weapons equipped. They gain 10 weapon skill. I would love to use that for Heinrichs because I have like this assassin executioner build that I'm doing with him. But he has a specific backpack that I'm making him wear because it increases his damage over time that he needs to bring everything else together on his build. Also, if you're sort of new to playing the rogue traders, you do want to max out your trading partner's relationship score because there's a certain point you won't have access to them anymore, and you want to make sure you have access to as many weapons as possible for later stages in the game. Blood of Vengeance. One use of dash costing 0 AP. That's not bad. Oh, but the other shoes he has makes it cost 1 instead of 2. Waken Nightmare. I have time to give him that. How many more levels we got on this? 37 levels. We got a ways to go. Definitely the ship. Let's see what we got. What we got. What we got. Some people just don't want your shit. And that's what it has to be. Flak armor. Flak ammo upgrade. That does sound nice. Nice. Let's see. Mars engine. I would like to see all of this, not just most of it. 19 speed. And it significantly reduces this flagship's maneuverability. Well, that doesn't sound fun at all. Low emission auger makes the void ship more difficult for enemies to hit. Increasing evasion by 15. Void ship weapons targeting data, granting 85% chance to hit. 98 and 5. Okay, the one that I already have equipped is better. Cool. Long range, 3 shots, 33 damage. I already have that. Okay. Alright. Let's see, what do you got for me? Yeah, all the med kits. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, Sturdy's pistol. Okay, I'll grab it. Black Harkaball. Drakari. That's good. Immune to burning, toxin, and bleeding. Bane of Sorrow. Fuck it, why not? Abyssal Conduit, what do you do? Slayer's Delight. Since we're planning on keeping a Commorragh around, because I kind of want to do his companion quest, because since I've always killed him, I never did his companion quest before. Breath of Purgation. Armor of the Dawn Shadow? Badge of Office. Automatically passes any coercion test. That's pretty fucking sweet. Just for fun. Explorators. Combat Manipulator. Nope. Nope. Galvanic carapace. No. 1320. No. The ghost home. Willpower for dodge test instead of agility. When the wearer dodges an enemy attack, they gain 1 sign rating until. Ooh, that sounds beautiful. Good old Hieronymus Delorso. He does not want any of my shit. Awesome. Looks like we're maxing out the pirates today, guys. Well, not maxing them out. I still have a ways to go. That's okay. They give me a discount anyway. What is this? I guess I'm gonna give him my crackhead Marshai. Weekend Nightmare, what do you do? The other fun part about this game is reading through all the fucking fluff text to figure out what the hell these weapons do. Is that a heresy one? Increase the chance of triggering a psychic phenomenon. Why would I? I always find it to be a pain in the ass when that happens. Ogre grip. User can equip two-handed melee weapons in this hand. Ooh, that sounds great. User can only basic attacks with two-handed weapons in this hand. Augment does not malfunction. User's maximum hit chance is reduced by 5. Ugh. Poet's Grace. 25 Commerce, 25 Persuasion. Alright. That's enough trading. Now we get to see who gets what. Oh, Heinrichs. Yes, I have Heinrichs of Power Armor because it's fucking hilarious to me. I need to get his Xeno Shades. Do I have them yet? There's like these literal gas station sunglasses. And it's fucking hilarious having him in this giant power armor and fucking gas station sunglasses. It never gets old for me. Badge of office. Automatically pass any coercion test. So good. So many characters. Oh, I need to talk to Solomon. We need to have a fucking discussion about shit. Is his agility 70? Yes, it is. Nice. Actually, looks pretty fucking good, too. Alright, Marjai, don't piss me off, because I don't want to frickin' kill you. Accessories. Gotta accessorize. Gotta complete the look. Slayer's Delight. What do we got for capes? Weapons. Toxic shot, dead-eye shot. Inflicts fatigued and slowed on the target. Okay. Blood blade effect. Spending a target's turn, all creatures in 2 cell radius suffer blood blade effect. Rending damage. They also suffer additional 4 direct damage and bleeding. Blood blade is better than this rifle, so we're gonna put that in cargo. I'm gonna blast him. It's a blaster. Dead shot, sniper, splinter rifle. 25 to 35. Ooh. Might give that to your let, depending. Alright, guys, let's splinter pistol. Okay. That is a lot of incubus. What is the damage? 1623? $18 to 28. Nope. 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 Oh my god, there's so much shit to go through. No. Hats. What kind of hats can I make him wear? You're a hat that makes him stab good. Bleeding, burning, or toxin effect inflicted by a wearer deals damage to an enemy. Okay, that's pretty good. That one just does... Okay. 15 to awareness. Oh, you're lit. Let's see. Ballistic skill. What's your face mask do? Kills the target with a single range attack for the first time in combat, where it immediately makes additional attack. Stacks on stacks. Bane of Sorrow, not nearly as good as this rifle. Here. 28 to 32. Nope. Lullaby of Shael. Fucking amazing. The silence of Shael. Okay. Armor. Is considered protected partial cover. That one's not bad. What's the armor I just picked? This one. Here we go. Fuck it. We'll put that on. That's not bad. So I think I like her in a green cape more. Her only cloak. Her coat. Armor piercing ammo, so good. Deal damage to an enemy where it has 25%. Let's see if we get better shoes. Okay, yeah, sharpshooter boots. Yup. Okay, girlfriend. Time an enemy is killed. Okay. Are there like sharpshooter gloves? Not the sniper gloves. But what do those do? That is pretty good. I think I just had the gloves of rapid desolation for the perplexed debuff. Let's see. Nope. Being in combat where gains a shadow field effect on their full kind of being in full cover against ranged attacks. By ranged attack and suffers damage from it. Do I want to do that instead of the adding extra range? Yeah, try it out. Give the elf more stealth. Carnage, that's right. Give carnage. Is it actually any better? Marginally. Oh, each successful hit with his axe increases the critical damage of about 20%. Ooh. Slice and dice, baby. I've heard the, blood drinker stuff is pretty fucking badass. Ooh. That nasty. Yup. To have some of that. I'll take that 20 to willpower, thank you. Bloody Vigil. Oh, it's like an RPD's thing. Some of these names are just really cool. Swords. Will to Live. I like Will to Live because it has different abilities attached to it. Let's see here. Enemies adjacent to Wielder have their toughness reduced by 4. Wielder gains 4 toughness for each adjacent enemy. Sword deals additional 4 damage. So yeah, it doesn't do a lot of damage. I like it for the passive effect it has. Bolt pistol, 17, yes, that one. Bam. Combat knife. Good old combat knife. $42. Nope. Nope. Is there a better rifle I can use? 25, 30. Cruel Fate. Shit. Master Kari. Don't use web guns. $15.23. Pistola. Is there a better pistola here? Is that like an Arbites gun? It's like a pistol shotgun, which is kind of fucking hilarious. Let's see here. What even is this? Force grenade. Sure, why not? What are you? Yeah, we'll take that. Just humble ass marksman rifle, 21 to 25. I think one of the more powerful rifles I have at the moment. Infinite Sword, 1823. Damn, I definitely did throw away all those swords. To the cargo. Protector of Faith. Conviction Dogmatic. Hits the demon for the first time in combat. What is your conviction, sir? I don't think he's dogmatic enough for it. That sucks. Because that would have been cool. Alright. Grab the swords. Oh man, the damage is so low, but like the ability is kind of cool. Hit people and like electrocute them. Yeah, you can't use it. That's unfortunate. Hayner's can use it. Argenta could probably use it. Yeah. Might hold on to that. Anywho, let's see about... I'll level up Abelard and Argenta, because I'm probably going to use them again. Ah! Yes, the Death Dealer. Actually... Okay. I'm keeping an eye out open for power armor proficiency. Nope. Not gonna be using shields. Alright, integrated defense is good. There's a good chance that I'm completely screwing up builds. But it's okay. Alright. Rigorous training is actually pretty fucking cool. Athletics, yes. Yes to that. Strength. Hell yeah, power armor. Counterattack. There's one that's like if you attack somebody while within range, they'll smack the fuck out of you. I can't do that one. Very dramatic noise. Ballistic. Strength. Yes, for strength. Because she needs 45 to have power armor proficiency. You know what I'm saying? Okay, she already has power armor proficiency. Nice! So... we are going to... melt the weapon. Anything with extra fire damage is going to be good. Flame build. Adam is so wonderful. He made me food. Well, food happened in my general direction. Let me hold that for you. Thank you so much.
The real question.
Yes. The answer is yes, please, Chip. I don't know why I thought just having that singular banana before I started streaming was going to do fucking anything for me, but here we are. That works, thank you. What I want to do... Hello and welcome everyone who's watching. Watch me scroll through menus for 20 years because I can't decide what skill to use. Well, I know how to skill. It's just, Adam, I have to read 20 light novels to figure out what skills I want to use. Because there's like a lot of math that happens, and I'm just like, overpower. What are you? When firing heavy weapons, I'm not doing that. Residual charge? That's an arc rifle. I'm not using a web gun. I don't want to just give her 2 movement points. I will give nimble though. That looks good. Bro, we still have like 3 more.
Hey, Ashley, remember when video games were fun?
This is fun. Once you get past all the leveling up I had to do because everyone finally busted out of Commorragh. So I have to do all the back end shit that I wasn't able to do last time. Probably should have done this off stream, but Ashley's dumb and forgot. Demolition's pretty solid. We're going to go athletics. Yeah. Degraded defense. Damage enemy. 1 stack of degraded defense. Every 6 damage character. Don't want that character. Blah, 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 blah. Enemies have 0 deflection. Well, she doesn't push people. $5 to all characteristics doubled when they have 25% wounds for relentless. Tough as steel. Revenge. Vital points. They have a chance to increase their critical. Girl, what is your toughness? Not a lot. Okay, cool. So we're not we're not gonna use tough as steel. What was it? Contagion? No. Cataclysm. Look at that. Fear not, everyone. I don't know what I'm doing. I know how to play the game, but I don't know how to play the game. If you know, you know. Sorry, I'm a bounty hunter. I like expert finesse. We're gonna do that. Oh, I have to level up Pascal. My boy. That is so many levels. Okay, we're just like not gonna do that because I'm exhausted from all this leveling. And I need to talk to Solomon and discuss all the shit he pulled in Commorragh. Unless he ran away like a little bitch. Which is possible.
Rogue trader.
I have no further need to leave my ship.
Of course. Which part? I do not know. It was one of those tough situations where only time will tell how well you handled them. If I were in your position, I would take the prefect's evaluation in stride and learn from your painful experience on Dasara. Sometimes, life knocks the wind out of you in a way that can't be dodged, so it helps to learn how to take a hit. I was on a mission. not attending to pointless amusements.
He's such a bitch.
Very well. If you insist, let me think about it one more time. The wine smelled like wash. The imposter hunt was a plot. I failed to see anything appealing there. And the rest of the festivities had all the characteristics of degradation. I believe that covers everything. Nope, wait a second. I don't know why, but I enjoyed seeing that augmented beast roam free. You are quite right, and I'm almost proud of it. What kind of arbitrator would stoop to idle revelry or throne forbid dancing? You should take that into account if you ever need an escort for some high society events. You know, one who actually has your back and keeps watch instead of drinking. I'm not going to call the prefect's judgment into question, but you had to make a difficult decision, and you made it. You took responsibility. I appreciate such qualities in people. We could discuss something else? I must remind you that Glato is a living weapon. If you like the number of fingers you have, do not touch the dog. No. Wise choice. Is anything happening at all? I thought we had cleared this up. I lied, and there is nothing between us that isn't dictated by duty.
Okay, so I did break up with him. Cool.
You know where to find me, Ro.
You guys was a pretty definitive whap. Get the fuck away from me. I'm done with you. So now it's just Jay and Heinrichs. Where is Jay?
You are spoiling me with the splendor of your presence again, Shireen. Have you decided to treat your soul to the fruits of my eloquence? Or do you wish to discuss business with the newly appointed owner of a Mercatum Tabula Officiale? My gang is quite the void beast, Shireen, with 3 heads stemming from a single neck. Kor's untimely demise will not interfere with our mutual business. I do feel sorry for his twin, though. Cora has been getting into trouble with her brother since they were kids. Getting out of trouble too, but not this time. But why are we talking about the departed, Shireen? We must save a few good words for the living. Take Falco, for example. I will impale that ashmag on a stake, Shireen. You will see. I will pick a slim one, so he has more time to appreciate it. The dark side is the real Coronis Expanse, if you ask me. But what do you want to know about it, Shireen? Dynasties drink with criminals. Rogue traders strike deals with the Casbalica, and dozens of ships stop off for a welcome break from a long voyage. Is there a more beautiful place in the entire Imperium? The Emperor is merciful to the meek and the powerful alike. There's a job for everyone as long as they have a head on their shoulders. And if you feel like talking to him in person, the statue of the Exalted One can be seen from any asteroid. You can pray to your heart's content. It really is simple, Shireen. The Kasbalika runs the Imperium's black market, offering special goods to those who can afford their services. Yes, I am talking about Xeno artifacts too. Alien weapons, technology, sometimes even certain kinds of living creatures. Unlike the rogue traders whose sacred warrants make them immune even from the laws of the Exalted One, Kasbalikan agents are used to hiding and covering their tracks. Nobody wants to draw unwanted attention, no matter who might take an interest. Especially now that the Coronis Expanse has a warrior of the Golden Throne as its watchman. An ancient crime cartel that originated with the first settlers of the Calixis sector. It is run by shadowy clans with robber barons at the helm. Cross their path, and you risk making enemies all over the Coronis Expanse, or even the entire Imperium. As for the agents, they are just shameless, greedy scum. Every third person on Footfall is a Kasbalikan. But that doesn't mean all that rotten filth is acting together. I've been set up more than once just so some Kasbalikan can get one over on his rivals. And yet, the Kasbalika is generous to its customers, if you can afford it. Anything can be obtained, organized, and transported for the right price. The customer is always right, unless they happen to be a rat. In which case...
Huh.
What gave you such an outrageous idea? Was it my immaculate garment? My gorgeous jewelry? Do not worry, Shireen. I will let you know once I become a baroness, should the Exalted One will it. Just imagine the strong and fruitful alliance that could be forged between a rogue trader and the mastermind of the Kasbalika. It's not hard to do on Footfall. I spent a year working for good old Christo. He was a brave soldier who gave up the ghost in a scuffle with orcs, and then took over his business. Having a good head on your shoulders and keeping the Exalted One in your heart helps to establish new contacts quickly. Eventually, I gathered together a group of honest and loyal people, and it only took a few successful contracts for the Kasbalika to take notice. I quickly settled on Footfall and started dispensing my wisdom to my protégés and subordinates. I lost the taste for getting my hands dirty. Why not? The decision is yours, Sherry. My trade means knowing the right people and non-people. Having the right connections and making sure the precious goods find their way into the hands of my no less precious customers. My wisdom includes the knowledge of the enemies of humankind, be they Xenos or the lowest scum in the Imperium, as well as the latest knowledge about how much they charge for any particular curio at the Footfall market. Not even the most cunning Aji will deceive you as long as I am with you, Shireen. I promise you that. Whatever I have can be yours too, if your unfathomable wealth isn't enough for you already, I mean. Compared to the rabble on Footfall, perhaps. Compared to you... Be it power or money, I still have a long way to go. I could purchase one of Footfall's asteroids, but not a planet. I could subjugate a few gangs from the shady districts, but not Vladaya. And so the answer to your question is no. I do not consider myself rich. I am not rich enough. I think we've said all there is to say on this topic. Once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived on a sand-covered lump of rock, and the core of that rock contained untold riches for servants of the Imperium. And every day until she turned 16, the girl scraped out those riches with her little hands, breaking her back and coughing up her lungs on behalf of people who had never clapped eyes upon her, and who would never know her name. Then his servants came and took the girl into the Astra Militarum. The girl worked her little ass off until she met the Kasbalika and started living the high life in her little corner of the Imperial Guard. And that high life almost cost the girl her head when she came under investigation by the Officio Prefectus and Departamento Munitorum. So she fled to the Expanse. Oh, I have no doubt you will.
I know some people can be like irritated with Jay because she did lie to you about her backstory, as we just saw. I personally, listen, she is a cold trader. She works in the black market and the underground. No fucking shit. She has a fucked up backstory. Oh, she's not a princess like she lied. She's still a fucking cold trader. I'm being upset with a cold trader for lying is like being upset for water being wet. It's like being upset for Heinrich's reporting everything that I do to his boss. It's literally his fucking job that he's been doing for like 30, 40 years before he met me, my character, as the rogue trader. So I can't be freaking mad. Like, I can be mad at the situation and how it's affecting me in the moment, but being mad at people for being themselves is kind of crazy. Unless they're like, I don't know. And if they are hurting you in a way, just remove them from your life. Don't just stand there and be mad at them for like, how dare you do that thing? Like, just fucking leave. Don't stand there and take it, just leave. If it bothers you that much. Chat with Jay. We need to talk to Yerlet now. Oh. That's not Yerlet. That's my ex-girlfriend that I'm... Oh, so, hi, Cabela. How you doing? Bye.
The Dark City released us from its thorny embrace. The wounds of the body will heal. But what about the wounds of the soul? Commorragh fell, and its demise shattered the fragile lives of countless children of Osirian. Scattered across this part of the galaxy, hounded by the monkey, pursued by the Dark Cousins, imprisoned by the servants of She Who Thirsts. Hatred is strangling me like a snake, and fear is coursing through my body like a burning poison. For the path I chose is leading me down the roads of failure. I can neither hold back my grief, nor rein in my anger. And yet, I am powerless to stray from my path. Pay no heed to my fleeting wrath, Alantok. When the will slips away, the soul trembles with rampant emotions. But I will resign my heart to meekness, for there is no other way a marked outcast can help their fellow Eldari wandering in the dark. Clendil chose to stay on the Lilithon together with Muaran and the rest of our kinsmen. Perhaps it is for the best. The stars in this part of the galaxy are hostile to the children of Osirian. On the trail of a monkey called Caligos Winterscale, even a worm may harm a wounded tiger by bringing infection into an open wound. And the wounds of my people have been bleeding ever since Commorragh's demise. The spirits of my kin need a poultice, a hope, not the executioner's sword already poised to fall. I found myself in the Dark City after following the twisted roads of truth and lies. And although the truth blossomed like an ugly bud and scratched my soul with its thorns, I did find the answers to my questions. Those who come back from the dark of the webway will never be the same. But it is we who change while the surrounding world remains imminent. This thought gives me strength. I have no need for your sympathy, Alantok. Besides, neither Monkey nor my dark kin found the decaying remnants of Commorragh. Perhaps all is not lost. Perhaps we may yet bring back what has been taken. You may try. What do you wish to talk about? The children of Asurian sought shelter on the Lilithon after the demise of our craft world, our Commorragh. I arrived later, looking for traces of my kin and hoping to learn the fate of my world. They witnessed the baneful ignorance of your breed and began to weave a web of their own intrigues in which I played the role of Vistenza Viat's aide. And then you appeared. It feels like I am in the belly of a bird with steel wings. Cold and unliving, but stubbornly blazing through the dark. It lacks life with its light and beauty, but although your vessel cannot even remotely be compared to a craft world, I feel strangely satisfied. We, the Asuriani, are born and dwell on craft worlds. To find myself on a moving world again, even one such as yours, is a source of much joy. The words of truth sound like music. This is what our people say.
Where did they put Commorragh? They put him in like a fucking cage? And a dumpster out back? Nope. Nope. Generous, bridge officer, bridge officer.
Rogue trader. I must adapt to my new circumstances and to this bucket that you monkey call a void ship. These alloy bulkheads, so primitive. Ask your questions. I will decide which is worthy of an answer. It was a punishment. One of my raids was not as successful as it should have been, and Irimaris ordered Tavantius to forcibly implant the knowledge of the repulsive monkey language into my mind. Supposedly so that I could at least benefit the Cabal by coaxing the monkey into their cages. 5 days I spent under a cerebral burner in the Spire's main hall. To the delight of Irimaris' entourage, I dislocated every joint, struggling in agony against my shackles. But I would endure it all again to expel this poison from my head. The Cabal of the Black Heart is the most ancient of all the Cabals, and the largest. It casts a shadow over all Commorragh, and when the Black Heart strikes, you submit or you die. The Reaving Tempest was not prepared to perish, so when the Black Heart's shadow stretched as far as us, Irimaris' predecessors chose to bend the knee and become their vassals. Irimaris never liked the Cabal's subordinate position. Her words, and sometimes her actions, directed against the Black Heart, prompted whispers of discontent and fear among those who served her. I was not willing to renounce the protection of Asdrubal Vekt's own cabal. If I had succeeded in overthrowing Arimaris with Nazrakay's aid, many within the Reaving Tempest would have supported me. Must there be another reason beyond survival and ambition? Commorragh does not tolerate weakness. Commorragh respects only strength and cunning. Either you climb upward on the corpses of your enemies, or you become one of the steps underfoot. Tavantius was Irimaris's ally, not mine. The Reaving Tempest is his patron, and patron also to the witches of the arena. I've had cause to seek out his artistry several times, and each time with difficulty. Of late, he's been gone from Commorragh more often than he's been in it. He was probably in one of his lairs where he hides his other experiments and creations. After Tavantius quarreled with the witches and was stripped of the Cabal's protection, his havens in Commorragh were turned into a deadly trap. I imagine they've been ransacked and destroyed by now. His other hideouts may be somewhere in the tangle of the webway, or in real space. But that last possibility is madness even for a homunculus. When the grotesque of a rival cabal ripped my arm off at the shoulder, when I needed a substance to wring the truth out of you in the Obsidian Court, when I had personal desires that only a master of flesh could satisfy.
My God.
You are just dying to know, aren't you?
Okay, I apologize for asking. I do not want that kind of relationship with you, Marzipan. That's enough about that. That's enough. That's enough. Heinrich is already pissed off enough at me that you're still breathing.
Eviscerator of Illiridas, Blaze of the Barkag Kingdom, and Slayer of Corocius the Pale. Illiridas was a world inhabited by our distant Eldari cousins, until I led a reaping raid there. The Barkag Kingdom was a separate cluster on the fringes of Commorragh before it went to war with the Reaving Tempest, and by the time I left, I was wading through the blood of its inhabitants. And lastly, Corocius the Pale. He was an ancient homunculus who betrayed the Azuriash at the behest of another cabal. That was not a military victory, but a personal one. In his attempts to make himself invincible, Corocius had sown inside himself the deadliest creatures from the depths of Commorragh. It did not save him. I cut out every one of his 8 hearts and sent them to his former coven as a warning to the rest.
I see.
Are you sure? Then go. I will find something to amuse myself with.
Fugan. This is a new DLC character.
Eurystheus Octo Rabido declaimed. Every organism naturally born, flesh from flesh, knows fear. But the supreme terror of an organic organism is invariably evoked by the threat of annihilation. I have pondered this a great deal. Do death and terror define our existence from the very beginning? Like a kind of fate, a raised blade since our conception that governs our lives. Rogue Trader, do you fear death? And that is what unites us. A sincere answer. It is a rare ruler who will admit that she fears anything at all. Thank you for indulging my curiosity. Now it is your turn to select the topic of conversation. I have chosen to systematize the experience I gained and make use of it. Tavantius, for all his worthlessness, demonstrated several interesting techniques of vivisection, organ separation, and tissue splicing in his experiments on me.
Oh, God.
I believe I can replicate and even improve upon them. Little by little, this rational processing of my experiences of torture will allow me to recover from the shock inflicted upon my mind.
We need to go to therapy, Eugen. We all need to go to therapy.
My dearest colleague is incredibly flattered by the attention. Please, ask your questions. I will take it upon myself to interpret his words, but I beg your pardon in advance for falling far short of my dearest colleague in terms of rhetorical elegance. Your presumption is incorrect. Nuncius is really rather chatty and holds strong views on every conceivable topic, which he does not hesitate to express at the first opportunity. Alas, you, as a layperson, are unable to hear his fiery declarations and witty remarks. Nuncius categorizes this fact as regrettable. Yes, Nuncius, I will relay it verbatim. He says that I possess a remarkable mind and excellent practical skills, but my excitability, especially combined with my stubbornness to the point of ossification, would have stunted my development were it not for his thoughtful advice and fair criticism. He also adds that the thought of working with anyone other than me evokes repulsion and outrage in him. The value coefficient of our relationship is extremely high in his catalogue. Nuncius, what an appalling thing to say. Our partnership is perfectly equal. Keep your mischief-making to yourself, and don't mislead the rogue trader. That cannot be right. That often? Yes, Nuncius, I would be obliged if you would assist in monitoring my
I have a feeling he's just...
But watch that superior
He just has a
of
special
yours,
friend.
Please.
That's not quite real.
Yes. Nuncius states that this conversation has stimulated and enriched him. Are you truly asking me if I have violated one of the Omnissiah's core commandments as blithely as if you were asking to borrow my stylus? No. 1,000 times no. How could such a thing even be wrought from a single servo skull? A wicked mind of that caliber would require a receptacle of significant cogitational potential. I am deeply outraged by this insinuation, and simultaneously flattered by your assessment of my skills.
Sanguine passive as ever.
My dearest colleague asks me to convey that he does not share my strong emotions, and humbly apologizes for this outburst. He also swears before the machine god that he was created according to all the canons of sacred engineering, and that he is not a sacrilegious perversion of his design. He is my dearest colleague and indispensable assistant. A superb question. It is quite difficult to explain to a layperson, but I will try. To put it quite crudely, Nuncius helps me to think. He constitutes an exceptionally complex network of algorithms that augment my own. They contain conflicting points of view that seek out flaws in my reasoning, and information that is more useful to me if it is not kept in my own head. So I delegate it to him. He is wholly unique.
Nuncius is Eugen's rubber duck. If you work, if you're familiar with people that work in IT, they have this idea called the rubber duck effect, where it's like literally a rubber duck, and you just sit and talk to it. And when, by you voicing your questions, things that are going wrong. It helps you talk through the problem and activates parts of your brain to help you think in a different, like think things from a different angle to help you solve the problem you're working on. That's what I feel is going on here. Then Yugen's probably a little crazy.
We have shared a cell since our novitiate on Styges 8. 138 planetary cycles and 72 days have elapsed since then. It may not be accurate in a temporal sense, but you could say we have been together my whole life.
Oh no, that Turbo Skull's someone that he cared about.
Nuncius says that he will leave a channel for inquiries about his biography and personal qualities open for you, rogue trader. Yes, it is long past time. I only ask for the privilege of privacy. This admission is difficult for me to make, and I can confide only in you.
Of course, because I'm the goddamn rogue trader, baby. It's what I do. People confide in me. Yugen looks aged. The lumen light on his wasted face casts each crease, furrow, and implant scar into stark relief. His hands, usually resting contentedly on his stomach or pensively tweaking the pistons on his chin, now hang limply at his sides. He hovers barely above the floor, as if some unbearable weight were the verge of crushing him onto the deck. He does not look at Nuncius. Ah, it's not voiced. Okay. Thesis 1. My mind is sick. There's an incontrovertible fact. I deduced it long ago. 49 years and 138 days, to be precise. After weighing all the arguments, I chose an action, a decision, egotistical in its rationality. I believe that I had attempted to cure my insanity. I would have declined all the sooner. Ah. Thesis 2. There are two Nunciuses. Also, an incontrovertible fact. The first Nuncius is a figment of my imagination, the product of my insanity, and at the same time, the anchor that keeps my mind from further degradation. I project it onto a servo skull, a model with no additional features other than an auxiliary lumen and an autoquill. It is incapable of conducting a conversation or holding an opinion. I don't even know from whose skull it was made. The second Nuncius is a genitor extremis of the Adeptus Mechanicus, my dearest colleague, the person who could cope with my temperament, walking shoulder to shoulder with me on the path of knowledge. The only person whose presence ever made me feel alive. For the last half-century, he has been in unending agony, caught between life and death at the secret site of Amsanct. Because of me. All this time, I have been searching for ways to save him. He exists and is still alive. This is another hesitation, a tiny moment that holds fear and hope, doubts heavier than the entire world. You can finish this quickly. It's a fact. What really happened on Amsanct? Amsanct is a planet in the uncharted sector of space, home to the ruins of a civilization of technologically advanced Xenos. The Ordained called them the Necrons. Oh, shit. Here we go. There was set up a research camp under the supervision of the Inquisition, and we set about searching for surviving samplers of xenotechnology, and we found them. One of them led to the tragedy that resulted in Nuncius being caught between life and death, and me talking to a servo skull. As you ask your questions, I will answer them all. What were you researching? We discovered a rare specimen in the ruins, a critically injured but still functioning Xenos, and some kind of artifact with it. The Xenos called it a refractive transmuter. Understanding how the artifact functioned was our primary objective. We imprisoned the Xenos and tried to uncover its secrets, but our equipment was incapable of hurting or granting us any insight into the device. We experimented with the refractive transmuter almost blindly. Artifact. The Nuncius and I had a disagreement. I was frustrated by the lack of progress, and I wanted to take a more radical approach to studying it. I wanted to experiment on myself. Nuncius was vehemently opposed. He argued that it was reckless, with insufficient data and unpredictable outcomes. Of course he was right. In my stubbornness and arrogance, I did not heed him. I removed the artifact from the stasis sextielum and reached for it with a mechandrite. Nuncius tried to intercept it and inadvertently touched the artifact. The moment has haunted me for the past 50 years. The refractive transmuter began to rearrange Nuncius' body on a molecular level. Metal turned to flesh and flesh to metal, in a monstrous cycle of wicked infinity. At times he would produce a scream, But after a second, his vocal cords would turn to lead and his tongue to tin, and the screams would abruptly cut off. I had no time to reflect to save his life. I had to hastily modify the stasis SCLM and immerse Nuncius in it, along with the artifact. It did not stop the agony, but it did stop him from dying. It gave me the chance to find a solution. Locked away in the laboratory, I tried to find ways to reverse the artifact's effects. None of them worked. I turned to the Xenos, demanding information, with threats, requests, and pleas. But his only response was contemptuous silence. It was utterly powerless. And then I decided to flee. His friend is being tortured inside of a force field for the last 50 years, being made and unmade, on an infinite loop. Fuck. How'd you come to be on the planet? Bro, why you are yapping? Nuncius and I belong to a secret sect of Xenorites. Our path of knowledge is the study of xenotechnology for the benefit of the Imperium. Many of the priesthood of Mars who interpret the precepts of the Omnissiah very narrowly deem our path heretical schism. After our ordination on Sidious 8, Nuncius and I went searching for samples of Necron xenotech, a nearly impossible task and thus a fascinating one. On one such expedition, we came into conflict with other tech priests. We were close to death, but the Inquisition, who had been observing our research in secret, decided we'd be more useful alive. Of course, it was only once we arrived on Amnisect that we learned the Inquisition had been behind the confrontation. Cheeky fuckers. Inquisition always be causing trouble. From the bits of information I was able to piece together, I came to the conclusion that the Inquisition was interested in that sector of space as a whole, and that Amnisect was only a small part of the operation. We were transported there on a certain Chartist vessel for the purpose of secrecy. I suspect the Chartists were just a cover. Our expertise was invaluable in the study of Xeno ruins, so Nuncius and I were placed in charge of the research team and provided with all necessary equipment. How do you get to Amsect? That part of space can only be accessed through a special dimensional gateway. I do not know its exact coordinates or how to activate it. I assume that only the highest ranks of the Inquisition can answer that question. You just left Nuncius there? New knowledge, tools, experience. I needed more. My staying on Amsect would not fix the situation. I decided to flee to the Expanse and seek answers there. I could not take Nuncius with me, so I secretly diverted the motive force from the main generator to support the stasis SCLM, placing the main camp on reserve power, then closed up our laboratory. Then by means of deception and cunning, I managed to stow away on a Chartist vessel that had been delivering supplies and equipment to Amsect. I disembarked on Footfall. I have not returned to Amsect since. All the experiments you have witnessed, I have conducted them for one purpose, to find a way to save my dearest colleague. You mean to tell me you left a man in agony for 50 years and still haven't gone back to him? A fine friend you are. Yeah. Yeah, he feels bad about that. What are you gonna do now? I have no more secrets from you. Oh my goodness. Like, banishment or kill him? No, we're gonna help you, buddy. Yes, of course we must go to Nuncius. I have to find him and finish what we started, don't I? Yes. I have a request. I need to prepare for this journey. Before I joined the clergy of Alter Templum XT-17, I had a small laboratory in the Evora system. I was forced to leave it in haste for my own safety. And important samplers and records of my experiments remain there. If I want to help Nuncius, we must retrieve them. I'm afraid not. They were wholly unique. It would take me years to find new samples to regain what was lost. I am certain they're still there, which is why I'm asking you for this courtesy. Very well, we shall take you there. Thank you. If I may, I will leave you now. I have much to think about. That was a lot of talking. Before we go anywhere else. Cast duty. I said duty. Alright, cool. We got no contracts at the moment. Cool, cool, cool. We are now gonna go to Dargonis because we got a mystery to solve. Some people be fucking with our boy, Abelard. We gotta knock some fucking skulls together. Because that's some unacceptable bullshit. Wait, what just happened? What was that now? Well, I guess it wasn't important. A conquer. Okay, it was contracts, so we're just loading in. Got it. How many weapons do I have? Not a lot. Start of our provisions. Yeah, I can do that. Gimme, gimme, gimme. How much plasteel? Got plenty. Gimme. How many peeps we got? Don't want to do that yet. Profit factor. Where the dungeon out? I already have that armor. Adamantine. How much you got? Yeah, we'll do that. Xenotech. That's a lot of weapons. Chemicals. How much chemicals we have? Okay. Plasteel mechanisms. Good, good. Profit factor, people and weapons. Yes, that. I'll do that. Fuck it. Pyramid of Death it is. We're just gonna do all the contracts, because why not? Now we go to Dargonis. Oh man, I have so many navigation points. Woo! Save them for a fucking rainy day. There's an emergency in the officer's deck. Numerous victims, loss of communication. The voidsmen report warp voices filling the compartments. But this is not a warp breach. This is Xenos who took aboard a Janus. He's gone mad and gone on a rampage. And this is where we get to decide if we're keeping our crackhead cat we found in a dumpster outside of a crack house, or if we're going to kill him. I'm going to keep him and nurse him back to health. Two fairly reliable witness accounts, according to one, Xenos suddenly assaulted the crew members, gutting them seemingly at random. Other claims that there are survivors who barricaded themselves in adjacent compartments. The enforcers managed to isolate the raving Xenos in a dead end, but they have been unable to pacify him so far. What will your orders be? Since the consequences of ill-considered actions born of the lack of faith of God Emperor's laws, I'm ready to stop this accursed Xenos rampage personally and replay every life he has taken. Argenta? Sweetie, darling, honey? Who's the chosen of the God Emperor? This bitch. Do not give me sass about adopting the crackhead feral cat we found in a dumpster outside of a crack house, okay? Just don't give me shit. Cause we all know what you were up to. We all know what you did, girl. Glass house is all I gotta say. Heinrichs, yeah. Like, why am I not surprised? Rogue trader, we cannot bring back your subjects, but I will gladly aid you in disposing of the rabid creature before it mauls even more people. I know the reason behind Marjai's madness. Please, I must accompany you in this compartment. I will help you deal with the Dark One. Remember what happened during my first voyage aboard your ship? When I found myself beyond the veil, the servants of She Who Thirsts depended upon me with a fragile shell. As protecting your vessel from outside horrors, I managed to break through. The soul of an Eldari shines like a beacon in the night, drawing the gaze of Cylon Thresh and stoking her thirst. Hopefully I can get that pronunciation right. The ways the Assyrian keep us safe from its claws were the Dark Ones never sought to restrain their desires for excess and pleasure in order to acquire at least some protection against our eternal enemy. When the voices of She Who Thirsts called to me, I found refuge in meditation. I think Marjai started feeding his withering soul instead, using the only method he knew. And no one here do anything right without me. Vent the officer's deck compartment into space. No, I'm not spacing my dudes. Be careful, Lord Captain. Be careful, ooh. Yeah, that party sounds good. Ooh, do we want to have Argenta with some snarky commentary. Nah, have some fun with Yugen. We'll take out Alpha and bring in Argenta. There we go. Bloody looks like a broken marionette lying in a natural position. Oh, Marjai. Missing its eyes, and its face is horribly mutilated. Only you could deal with this spawn. Permission to report your ladyship. It started a few watches after translation. Well, actually, they say this associate of yours has been acting strangely even before that. As if he started hearing things. He was swiveling back and forth, barking something in Xeno's tongue, and then he grabbed his blade and sliced his hand open. His own hand. Then he suddenly howled and lunged at the people nearby. You heard the call. Any of our kind who find themselves beyond the veil become tempting prey for a silent rush, and your technology that protects the ship from her baleful influence cannot drown out the sound of her maddening voice. Can you see her? That said Damonette. See who, your ladyship? Whom are you referring to, Lord Captain? I cannot see anyone, Friska, but I can certainly sense a warp presence nearby. You're saying you can perceive it. Then the entity itself has decided to reveal its form to you. The real question is, why? He's holed up in there. He corralled a number of the crewmen like Groxes to a slaughterhouse. All we could hear were screams. Well, we couldn't save them, so we locked them in there so he couldn't crawl back out, unless he finds a crack to squeeze through. Like a cat, he probably would too. The prospect of having a rabid Xenos crawling around inside our bulkheads makes my heart sink. No, we have to drag him out. Then we either put him on a chain or, forgive my bluntness, North Captain, we swat him down and forget that he ever existed. Who are the victims? Anyone he can get his hands on. Officer Serfs, a technomat. He even attacked a servitor, though that didn't last long. He just tore its head off. The rest of them, though, the Xeno scum tortured the life out of them. Alright, no, I can let us in. Cool. We should go with your ladyship, your permission. It just wouldn't be right for Lord Captain to go in there alone. God Emperor, help us all. I'm not alone. I don't know if you've noticed. I have a fucking interrogator from the Inquisition, the goddamn seneschal of my ship. Yes, another alien. The Magus Biologica, and a sister sororitas. I think I'm fine. What are you gonna do with your piddling autogun? Alright, cool. I guess we're going in.
Follow my lead.
Who is this? Ruler of the vessel, mistress of the lost child. Come closer and let me get a look at you. You hear the beating of his heart, the roaring blood in his veins, the pulsating fear in his black soul.
None are better at searching.
What's this? Rare gains 25 Medicaid.
I'm restless. Carry the Emperor's will as your torch.
Yes, yes. Out of my face. Just having a trap.
Nothing escapes my sight.
Okay.
Cast your eye there. See? Right there. I better myself through my service. The Emperor favors me today.
So many traps. My goodness.
Never doubt me. I better myself through my service. Duty prevails.
Alright, all the traps have been untrapped. I love that my servo skull senses something interesting and just like face plants against it. Like, that's right here. Right over here.
Never doubt me.
Victory awaits!
I've become because the prince wills it. The souls of all his progenitors belong to him alone. None will escape his embrace. Cool story, bro.
Watch your steps.
I'm glad I took Argenta because I forgot about all the fucking traps.
Burden of failure is the most terrible
Okay.
punishment.
Marjai jerks his head up when you appear. Your already gaunt face is tightly wrapped in pale, gray, parchment-like skin. His teeth are bared furiously, and his dark eyes have turned into two pitch-black mirrors that could show your reflection clearly if you were to gaze into them. He opens his mouth, but instead of words, an unnatural rasping hiss comes out. At last we meet, my poor child. Look at him, mortal. Look at how he yearns to return to the one whose caress his kind rejects so stubbornly. Come, child, follow my voice, and my prince will grant you all the bliss and torment in this universe. This ends now. We're putting the rabid beast down for good. Let me kill him! Like, no, Heinrichs, we're not going to kill him this time. He'll exclaim something in the Eldari language. The elucidator fails to process her rapid and elaborate speech. Without waiting for Marjai's response, he turns to you. My Darkkin has lost himself in the fight against the pull of she who thirsts. Allow me, Elantak. However great our differences are, however dissolute and depraved the dark ways may be, I cannot blind my eyes and let Silent Thresh take him. Sooner or later, all his kind will step into my embrace. The prince is patient. The prince knows that every Eldari soul is already his. But if you let me get close to the lost child, if you lull him into letting get his guard down, my prince will reward you. The soul of this pathetic Xenos is a small price to pay for the blessings that come with my master's favor. Ew, no thank you. You're gross. I'm so fucking good. I will try to bring him to his senses. He's drooling. Rogue trader, please observe the transfer plate beneath the Xenos' feet. I can easily redirect motive force to it. The objective of performing a galvanic placation of the subject. Marjai, get your shit together, you dumbass. You dumb slut. Knock it the fuck off. He blinks again. Seems a ripple of something else is beginning to surface apart from the soul's reflection. Something vaguely resembling awareness. Starts talking too quickly for the elucidator, but not for Marjai. He turns his head and watches her like a snake watches a bird. Bella takes a step, then another. You hear new inflections in her voice, melodious, almost calming. Her hands are moving in an elaborate dance of gestures as she keeps touching the spirit stone on her chest. Yolet advances toward Marjai, and he's bristling blades, and he remains still, seemingly entranced by her words. It's like talking to a wild... It's like, all right, guy. All right, little buddy. You're going to calm down. You're going to sniff my hand. Okay? Don't bite. No, no bite. No. You do nice. Standing tall and looking at you with faint traces of intelligence in his eyes, which are still hazy. Looks like one last push is required for him to emerge from his death-sowing trance. She slight nod and starts speaking again, her words filled with pain and pleading. She steps forward, then takes another step and another. He feels that this last step was a little too confident. Suddenly hungering mouth flashes in his eyes, notices an alarming sign is too late, and only recoils when the blade is already cut through the air. She barely suppresses a cry and clutches her deep wound, but does not retreat further than a single step. Marjai, behind you. We can print down Marjai's head and clangs against his raised blade, crouches and shoves the shrieking warp entity away from himself. You're mine, Marjai, you're mine! Ah, battle! I should have done Yugen's thing, but I've never done this before, so let the cousins thing, you know, hug it out, I guess. And of course, these guys, fucking useless, got themselves possessed immediately. I'm gonna go over here and tell everybody what to do. Heinrichs, your job is murder. It's murder a clock. Murder 30. Where are you, my love? Here you are. There. You're let's in the back row with me. Yugen, you're gonna stand and like nestle in the corner there. Sure, we're ready to start the battle.
All too easy. Nothing I can't do.
You know what we're gonna have? You're
Suits my purposes.
start the party. You kill this guy outright, but that's not nice.
If it's
Oh, you're fine, Abelard. Calm down. We're gonna hold off on that. Okay.
if I must.
Another Deadeye shot.
This teeth.
Who even taught you to fight like this?
Ooh. That's a nice amount of damage. Are you intimidated yet? Nice. Negative effect doubles enemies less than 18% armor. Cool. You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Bring it on!
Focus, Van Calyx. Focus.
Alright, Argenta, get in there. You're gonna hang out with Marjai and you're gonna fucking like it. I'm gonna put you in the get along shirt. Is this the one that pisses off demons? I believe it is.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
That was silly of me. I shouldn't have done that. I forgot where I was and what I was doing.
Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act. administration is a holy task. Faith.
That's a chunky amount of damage. See, I should have used that. Does not provoke opportunity attacks, but I am a silly Billy.
Oblivion approaches.
There's so many demons. Marzipan's about to eat shit.
Drag you into oblivion with me.
I need a foothold. The road take you.
Let's see to it.
Ah, fucking bitch parried. I might have to restart this one. This bitch is getting crazy.
Brace yourself, Abelard. It will be done. I will do my duty.
To the brink of agony.
Follow my lead.
Let me help. I'll take it from here.
Indeed.
Actually, let me turn up the music in here because I just realized I don't have music up. Like, why is there no music? Because I have it turned all the way the fuck down. There we go.
Lucius is skeptical about this. Lucius, I'm relying on you.
I am unsatisfied.
A valid argument.
Overcharge. We're gonna overcharge this bitch.
Observation.
And miss. Awesome. Love it. Yo, we're just gonna stack up on your let.
I'm relying on you.
Not a problem for me.
If it serves your cause.
You dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Brink of agony.
Success nowhere.
Nice. It's nice being able to hit things again.
All too easy. Nothing I can't do.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. Keep you moving.
Fucking nice. I didn't want to shoot that guy because he kind of like didn't do anything.
If it serves your cause.
I will shoot this bitch though.
Weakness is hidden from my sight.
Ooh, you're a lead. I love you. Can fucking punch through a bus with that gun.
I am
zip
not your
over.
Xenos pet, monkey. If I must.
Minds exist only to be broken. Embrace excess. Burn monotony. Only to be broken. Accept it. Into the brink of agony.
Power resides in the will of the righteous.
Suck on that bitch.
I will savor your delectable anguish.
Give in to sense. I am unsatisfied.
My ears are ringing.
Fatigue.
Naturally.
Pop one of these. Pop one of these.
I won't object to it.
Get me a target.
Minds exist only to be broken.
The Emperor is on our side.
Almost, Henrix. Almost.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Pain and duty go hand in hand. Victory is imminent. At your beck and call.
Oh, you strumpet. Wasted all my stuff for that.
The servants of the Omnissiah will not waver. Executing. The machine.
Nice. Very good shot. This guy has 1 health point left.
Astute observation. A valid argument. Nuncius, I'm relying on you.
Already done.
Ancestors guide me.
Nice. Oh my god. 6 fucking health left. Killing me.
Just designate a target.
That poor guy.
If it serves your cause. Weakness is hidden from my sight.
Ooh, that was juicy. Come on, do it again.
With your blood, in the name
Oh,
of
bye,
Kalala
bitch.
Shakain.
Your leg just fucking punching a hole through God. Okay. 2 hits, you're dead, bitch. Next. It's like, well, damn. Starting to look a little bit nicer out here. We're not in the fuck dimension where everything's trying to kill you.
Guided by faith. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
To the brink of agony.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Give in to such vicious delight.
Everyone, step aside. For the throne's glory.
How dare you dodge that, you strumpet.
I won't object to it. Naturally.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. It will be done. Indeed. Victory is imminent.
The motive force shields me. Executing command.
To the brink of agony.
The machine spirits approve.
Not a problem for me. Suits my purposes.
Let's see to it.
Juicy.
Rejoice in battle! Doubt is for the weak. All easy.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. I approach the designated position. Another soul.
Oh, damn. Get it, girl. You're let. God damn. You just wiping the field. And this is why I don't kill Yurlet, because she just removes problems from the field. You just gotta, like, get her to not try to kill everybody and send them to torture jail. Go right through jail. Turns to you looking the same as ever, with the exception that you can see his grayish blue veins through his parchment skin and something resembling terror in his eyes. They're gone. Gomp is still lurking at the threshold. Keep watching, can hear the whispers. How do monkey bear them for days on end? You'll hear those whispers every time the void vessel travels between the veil. Learn to accept this. Find an anchor for such times, or lose yourself. The entire time that you've been here. It's like, oh my god, yes. The entire time. With each new passage, I bolster my spirit further, and my meditation becomes a stronger barrier against the tendrils of she who thirsts. I endured it, so will you, if you value your soul. Should have understood from what you told me. Well, no matter. Heinrichs is looking at you intently. You realize the cold sensation still remains. The interrogator is ready to strike, waiting for you to say the word. I never forgot myself a moment, nothing more. Your kind step beyond the veil with nothing but your crude technologies and prayers to a deaf god, and you expect those souls of the eye to rely on such paltry protection from the terrors of she who thirsts. One of the enforcers lets his emotions get the better of him. Throne's sake, Lord Captain, what are you even listening to him? That knows worse than a wild beast. How can a ship that sails the Gunner's Light allow one of his enemies to act like he's master here? The living meat that serves you talks too much. They would, however, make for perfect playthings. I need strength in order to suffer through your oafish voyages beyond the veil. If I don't obtain a source of such sustenance, Silent Thresh will only keep testing my limits. Lord Captain, the officer has a point. If things continue on like this, we might end up with a mutiny on our hands. A massacre during every warp jump, as if we didn't have enough trouble to deal with on days like this. Just let him run around killing people on my ship and torturing them? It's not even that he kills them. He tortures them because he gets the maximum amount of suffering out of them. Ah! I forbid you. I forbid you from leaving you are under lock and key. Your bitch ass getting locked up. You're gonna have to figure it out. Learn to meditate. Get some tips from the Arlette.
State your intention.
Well, I didn't kill him. Could possibly go wrong now.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
What is this ghost doing? This corpse is T-posing for dominance. I like to think that's this guy's corpse. No, he's fine. Just gonna walk it off. Just walk it off, bud. Somebody needs to get in here and mop this shit up. This is a mess. Got body parts everywhere. I think I just stepped on someone's eyeball.
None shall stand in my way.
Heinrich and I are going to have a very uncomfortable conversation when we go to bed later. It's like, I can't believe you let that little fucking gimp just run around your ship, do whatever the fuck he wants. I'm like, yes, I know. I promise I have a plan. I'll make it up to you.
What can I do for you? Then let's not waste any more time here.
Listen, I've been waiting for this since I started playing this run. You will let me enjoy my time with Heinrichs.
I wish I could stay here with you for a while longer. Even just an hour. We haven't even parted yet. I already miss you and your touch. You drive me insane. Your every look, your every touch.
Ah, best kiss. Yay for Chris Tester. Never gonna take a bath because we stinky. Anyone? Simply cannot bathe without my loyal seneschal. Ah, I'm good. Alright, got my little buff. Give Heinrich a little smooch.
Blast it. Now I won't be able to think about anything but you for the rest of the day.
That's right, motherfucker. Because I'm the goddamn Lord Captain, bitch. Anyway, onward with the rest of the game. That's right. I was supposed to be on my way to fucking Dargonas, and I got distracted by literally everything else. Haha. Yes, we moved the fort over here. I used to have gene stealers on it or whatnot. Yugen is fun. Take Yugen, Pascal. Don't need your lamp for this. I'm just trying to think of fun people I could bring along. Solomon could be interesting. We've come across dead bodies in front of the throne area. In front of the palace, not the throne area. Your ladyship, we are honored by your presence. What is this mess? People wanted to attack. Second Lieutenant of the Palace Guard, Elam White, reporting. Shortly before you arrived, we averted an assassination attempt on the rogue trader. Palace soldiers detected intruders and engaged them in combat. Observation. There are rare high-functioning servitor specimens present among the expired units. Such specimens are traditionally bestowed upon noble houses that are most loyal to the Sacred Fellowship, the Adeptus Mechanicus. As far as I know, House Gaprak received such servitors from the Crimson Priesthood as a gift in the past, although this may be the first time I'm seeing one myself. Where's Clementia? I think she's with the rest of House Rosarian. Detained in the throne room, that is. Governor Drivestream has gathered all of Dragon's nobility there to pronounce guilty verdict against House Rosarian. Why is the governor not here to greet me? I do not know, your ladyship. Perhaps he is... you could probably find him in the throne room, where the governor intends to put House Rosarian on trial. He about to... Listen, he's not going to have a good day. And I'm about to end his whole entire motherfucking bloodline at this point. Alright, class. Let's take 5 years and level up Pascal. Yes, Death Dealer. I need to boost his strength. Damn it. need to get his strength up to 45. Can I go back on my ship real quick? You know what? We're just not gonna level up Pascal at the moment. How's that sound?
Give us a target.
Damn, what is his fucking strength? Oh my god, his strength is 40! Ugh. I don't want to level up either of them because it's gonna fuck with their, I'm not gonna be able to give them power armor. I guess I always respec them later. Anyway.
I'm on lookout.
Let's see, can I go back to the ship without fucking destroying everything? Just in case, we're gonna save in case this like destroys the quest for some reason. That fucked it. Okay. Nope. Nope. That didn't happen. So we're gonna go here. So going to Dargonis, leaving Dargonis, failed the mission. Absolutely fucking not. We're not abandoning Warzarian like that. Oh, generous. Let's see here. I need to respec Pascal. Resetting all archetypes. Fuck my life. So we gotta focus to get his strength up to 45. So we're gonna do that. I'm missing strength here. Looks like it. Game's like, you need to stop that. Wait, no, don't want to do that. So, Grand Strategist. I like using this one because I like putting down the back lines. Overwhelm. Point of interest. Boost intelligence all the way. There we go. Power armor proficiency, baby. Here we go, here we go. Death dealer, yes. Police sniping zone. Need to give him strength. Adam's pushing chips towards me. Power armor perfect. Death dealer. Sure. Why not? Oh. It's not more than wearing garbage. Let's see if we can fix that. I need more power armor now. It still does have immunity to burning. And this shield will set me on fire. So maybe I'll leave that for now. Shield equipment, but they hit the shield with a maul. They immediately make a shield bash against the target. Target must pass toughness stun for 1 round. That's good. I like that. Shard shotgun. There's one shotgun that I found in game. It's just a regular shotgun. It was like this one right here. And it does like over 100 damage base. I'm like, shit. That's a lot. So many shields I have. Okay. Welcome back, Twitch. You missed absolutely nothing. I was just messing around and finishing up Solomon's leveling. We're gonna go back in here. Yes, I was on Twitch. Everybody on YouTube got to watch me fuck around with the goddamn menus for 5 hours. Twitch was like in an ad the entire time. Yes, yes, dead bodies in front of my house. What is this mess? Where's Clementia? Why is he not here?
This cannot be!
Great. I didn't recognize shit. Love that.
It's about time.
I spoke to Mistress Tolleman recently. Don't you think you're taking advantage of the Lord Captain's hospitality, Van Callums?
I assume you're referring to the small request I submitted to Vigdis. If so, then no. I'm not taking advantage. The matter is closed.
The girls are fighting and I love it. Everyone out of the way, bitches. Move aside. Your Lord Captain's here. I regret that such unfortunate circumstances have occasioned the rogue trader's visit onto the capital. Clementia tries to take a step forward towards you, but the warden nearby stops her. Her face is veiled with fear and weariness. Your ladyship, you are here. Please, you must hear us out. The rogue trader is undoubtedly here to listen to the testimony of each and every one of us, and to punish the traitors. Governor's words directed at Clementia are harsh. They're echoed by scornful sneers and whispers of the assembled nobles. We've known each other for many decades now, and we have had our fair share of disagreements, but do you really think my flesh and blood would trample upon the very definition of honor and loyalty? Okay, so the beef here in Dargonis is the Wersarians were given a noble title by my predecessor Theodora before the game. So they're newly minted rich. They're more nouveau rich. The other families on Dargonis are old rich. They're old fucking money. So they see the Wersarians as upstarts and will constantly go out of their way to fuck with them. And if they can get them to completely remove their entire family line, they don't give a shit. If that means killing everybody, oh fucking well, that's your fault for not being cool like us cool kids. And not about to buy that shit because Abelard is the fucking best, and him and his family deserve the fucking absolute best. Evidence implicating Abelard. I'm sure that her ladyship will arrive at a fair ruling. Yeah, I'm gonna send you out of the nearest airlock drive stream. That's gonna be my ruling. What are the charges? Blah blah blah. That's a lot. I'm already here, which means the Odessa already started its official inquiry. You may cool your enthusiasm, Governor. You're already too late to rectify your mistakes. This is why I wanted to bring Solomorn. Because he's basically the militant arm of the IRS, the Imperium of Man. Denies all charges. Got wind of rumors, your disappearance. So they took advantage of the fact that I was trapped in Commorragh. And the Drivestream family decided to undermine Warzarians while I was gone because I can't leave this motherfucker alone for 2 minutes without him trying to destabilize my protectorate. And I should have his entire family executed. But I digress. Why are the dead bodies? I humbly beg your pardon. You see, right before your arrival, Palace Guard discovered a plot to assassinate you. Fortunately, the malefactors were disposed of before they could cause any harm. Of course, I have evidence. The investigation established the members of the Warsarian family. Blah, blah, blah. Thank God I succeeded. Okay, it was been really... Cornelius, you squirrely bitch. Long face sweating, his possessed dry lips tightly into a thin line, afraid of something. No one's willing to be the first, like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. Earn Theodore's trust, holds high office for a reason. On behalf of Sarback, I support his accusations. Faithfully served rogue trader of House von Valentius. Concerned himself with the future of the betrayed dynasty and so. House Gabrack thinks charges against the Warsarian to be sound. Everyone's fucking wrong. Hedka, opportunity to serve your ship, great honor from you and my family. Tragedy grievous indeed that's require attention of the rogue trader. Should you decide to connect information happily to assist? Case appears to be flimsy. As you wish. I'm certain that all the charges are false. We're grateful for your help. Now I could just use my authority to tell them, back the fuck up, off the Warsarians. I clear them of all charges without an investigation. That will just cause drama and resentment among the nobility that will then potentially in the future destabilize my standing within the nobility. And then I'll have to like firebomb all their houses and start fresh. And I don't want to do that because that's annoying. I'm not sure if this actually impacts the game. That's just what's happening in Ashley's head when she's playing as the rogue trader and trying to run her protectorate while everything's also trying to blow the entire galaxy up. Who do we talk to first? Well, let's talk to the Gaprex.
Victory awaits.
Gaprex. Greetings, your ladyship. So, talk about the servitors. Absolutely right. My house indeed endowed with high-functioning servitors. But today, none of our house members were accompanied by them. Could be anyone. Yep. Your ladyship. always thought Toriana too weak to participate in such risky ventures, but it seems I was wrong about her. Sourback's just like, no, I hate everybody because I'm a big bastard. Meh. About that, fucker. Anyway, continuing on. I've played through this mission a couple of times, so I already know what's going on. I'm just making sure I get all the beats so I can solve it properly. Somebody fucking talk to me, please. Thank you. Tell me more about your son, Drivestream. Thank you for your interest, your ladyship, but I am not worthy of it. Please stop talking to me. I am terrified, for unexplained reasons. Show respect. Forgive him, your ladyship. This is the first time he's ever been the honor of attracting the attention of a rogue trader. And then, here's my man, Heinrichs, and it's like, well, hello there, young Cornelius. I have a few questions for you. Do you have some time to meet me alone? Just a slow stare at this guy, this young kid, and just like, is there anything you're hiding from me? Because I'll find it. You won't like it if I have to keep asking. So good. Chef's kiss. There's eye glancing at you and shakes his head. Tell me about what you do, Cornelius. Manage the documents, blah, blah, blah. How'd you manage to find the forged documents? Compiling reports, blah, blah, blah. File manager single out. Does House Rosarian have access to that? I think the right amount of money can open any door. Why are you so nervous? It's the first time I've spoken to the face of the rogue trader. I'm afraid of saying something wrong. Oh, I'm gonna coerce the fuck out of him. Wait, no. See, Governor closely watches his son. His tone changes. Oh, here we go. Yes, I love this one. Are you afraid to talk to me? Perhaps you'd be more comfortable speaking with an interrogator of the Inquisition. And my right-hand man, Heinrichs. It would be my pleasure to speak with the esteemed Cornelius Drivestream in private for his father's peace of mind. Ah, my icicle husbando. I love him. He's so wonderful. Adam, I love you too. Don't feel left out. He's not even paying attention. No, no, please. Not that. Yes, I have something to say. Fly has gone too far and I can no longer control it. The truth is, all the logistical problems were caused by a single error in the numbers. It was my mistake. What? Nani? When I discovered my mistake, it was almost impossible to restore the supply lines. Then I was approached by someone who said they were a friend. They didn't give me their name, and I never saw their face. They promised to fix the problem. All I had to do was pretend it was Darius were responsible for it. If there was access to evidence, they promised to arrange it all. And, aha! Suffocating with fear, unable to speak, and I'm pretty sure he just pissed himself. Oh, I love watching Drivestream just get the shit kicked out of him socially. What have you done? How could you? Your ladyship. This is my fault. I trusted my son and I've failed you in doing so. I beg you have mercy. Oh, should I give you the same mercy you were about to give the Rosarians, motherfucker? You're about to have their whole family line fucking exterminated because you thought it was a fucking Tuesday and I wasn't going to show up. Fuck you. But I probably won't kill him because it'll just create a power vacuum. And that's not how we do things here. In space.
Enough vacuums already.
There's enough vacuums in space. We don't need to add anymore. You can call my family honored and questioned, but nevertheless, I harbor no desire to kick a man when he's down. Lord Captain, the confession you have obtained means that House Rosarian can now be cleared of all charges. Forgeries, riots, and plot, assassination attempt. Someone's committing their foul deeds and sowing chaos right under your subjects' noses. Who's the friend that approached you, Cornelius? By letter, I received a letter out of the blue one day. It was unsigned by the person writing already knew about my erroneous calculations, offered to help me cover up my misdeed. I resent you to death immediately. No. Your son has found courage to admit his mistake. I will try and find some compassion for him in my heart. Thank you, your ladyship. It's like, here's the thing. I'm going to let your son breathe. I'm going to let him exist. And you're going to know that that child exists because I said so. So when I tell you to back the fuck up off of Warzarian, you best be fucking doing that. Or I'm going to come after your bloodline. Don't mess with me again. I will fucking put you in a box. All the assailants were high-functioning servitors. Such servitors are only employed by the family's close objectives. Mechanicus. Summon everyone. Yeah. Such servitors need rare. Gabrick's have in service. It could be done intentionally with an eye confusing you. I shall return to you later. Pretty much everyone. Alright, I've already talked to everyone. What do I need to trigger? I'll talk to Hetka. Maybe I talk to Regina. I wonder if this whole investigation's kind of fucked because I
won't tolerate weakness.
was not able to observe what was going on in one of the bodies because one of the bodies had a letter on it. But I already kind of know what's going on. So we're just going to like follow the beats and see if I can pick up the trail and get the ending I'm looking for here. Hey, buddy. Finally dressed man of middle years and kneeling in front of an altar. But it turns out he's actually dead. Oh no, the mystery deepens. I like this mission because it's like, this is just fucking murder mystery plot. There's really not too much combat. There's no combat at all. The colors of House Gaprack. I do not believe he decided to take his own life in such an extravagant way. As far as I know, there's a warden post here, but I don't see any wardens. There's no one to ask about what happened here, who this man spoke to before he died. House guard suddenly disappeared too. Familiar sight. There are poisons that rapidly damage the nervous system, causing paralytical spasms throughout the body once injected. The victim usually suffocates slowly and painfully, unable to call for help. I have fucking no awareness. This difficulty modifier is fucking crazy. Yeah, I fucking failed. I'm registering. Thank you, Pascal. Pascal opened his eyes. Short note.
It's about time.
Yo, drive stream. Not yet, never mind. Forget I said anything. Yo, Gaprack, come here. Toriana, we got some problems. Low-ranking members have Gaprack. The struggle to cope with misfortune that befell Kavagama and our family. Some members could not reconcile themselves to their new position. Halen was one of them. Future of the Von Valencia trade dynasty in your house is at stake now. She's depressed. Here, get the heads of Travis and back. Awesome sauce. Hey, Sourback. Also, this is where the house that Jocasta, the head of our armed forces, is from. Sourback, my Curious if it was striking resemblance to one another. Discovered a dead body in my palace. Man of House Gaprak was killed by while praying to the Emperor. He was just note on him. Do you know anything about it? Spots a note you are holding. Immediately he balls his fist and jerks his head away. He exhales deeply through his nose. The bit contains some clearly overwhelming emotion. Hetka, I wish to have a word with you in private. Your ladyship, perhaps you noticed my momentary weakness. I apologize for my outburst. I'm not fast enough to read the text, but I would recognize that paper anywhere. Those sheets with the custom gold embossing on the edges can be found in my father's office. The young man hangs his head, shifting uneasily from foot to foot. He seemed tense. I don't believe my father can be involved in this. He can often be harsh and rude, but a conspiracy against the rogue trader is unthinkable. This goes against everything he's taught me ever since I was born. Can't even imagine the possibility that he betrayed himself.
None shall stand in my way.
Did you see Halen Gaprak the day before I arrived? Have any of you seen him? I think I saw him accompanied by a gentleman, but forgive us, your ladyship, we could not make out his face. Lead me to that place. Of course, consider it done. Bop, 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 bop. Ma'am, if you could fucking pick it up. You're just walking across the goddamn room.
What is that? I did fine.
Sourback usually serves this wine.
Follow my lead.
Dun dun. I found a body in my palace. A member of House Gaprak was slain in front of an altar. Do you know anything about it? There was no one near the deceased. The wardens had left their posts. Did you order them to do so? Emperor forbids, your ladyship. Your negligence is stunning, Urband. An assassination attempt followed by a mysterious death, and yet here you are, oblivious to everything. The rogue trader can justly accuse you of allowing a noble to be killed in the palace, and of failing to notice it. Everyone's getting in trouble. It may be so, but it's for the rogue trader to accuse me of negligence, not you. Oh, shoes on the other foot, bitch. Your ladyship, accept my deepest apologies for my imprudence. Nothing matters more to me than my honor. I shall send the servants to deal with all this immediately. So that's like 2 strikes so far. Your son done fucked up real good. It is the whole reason for this trial in the first place. And now you have people, more dead bodies showing up because you weren't doing your job. Allow me to prepare everything. Let's see if this will complete correctly. Charges brought by Governor Drivestream were fabricated. House Rosarian had nothing to do with the orchestration of the riots. It plots targeting how the real perpetrators are still here in this very room. It's a very murder mystery. It's like a closed room mystery. I'm going to continue. Shifts to piercing gaze the crowd before you. Yeah, we'll start here. Oh, closes his eyes, blah blah blah. Mocking whispers creep through the crowd, trembling faintly. Visibility conveys Master Tony against guilty only of her own poor judgment. Fuck. Slightly cocks his head, he averts his gaze for the first time, trying to remember or make sense of something. Not drive stream. So, well, process of elimination. Fortunately, we're able to do that. Sourback is guilty. I already know what the answer is. I wasn't able to complete all the ability checks to get the correct answer narratively, but kind of metagaming. But we can also use process of elimination. I will not go against your despicable verdict. I will accept it. House Auerbach has never given you any reason to doubt our loyalty. Unless I will accept death with pride, they're more honor than serving the likes of you. But sobs the last moment. Her beautiful face does not express anything but frosty resignation. Never had this ending before. Noble dynasty and all its branches have been found guilty of heresy, but with the order of Rogue Trader, the entire house will be executed. The sentence is carried out of me. Oh my god! I just killed off the entire Sauerbachs! Oh, did I just kill Jocasta? Fuck, I'm gonna have to reload this. I just killed off a whole house. Oh no! Whoopsie doopsie, it was the one bitch Regina, and she was too much of a chicken shit to say anything. Oh my god. Oh no! Well, we ended the bloodline. That happened. That definitely happened. Fuck. I should have brought your let for the higher awareness. Fuck. I don't I don't know how this is gonna impact my game. My thanks. Should not waste time on the matters of our servants and trusts. Well, we got rid of the fucking traitor. Thalberg's one of the first families to come to the Expanse. They have served the Emperor for hundreds of years and never shown any signs of disloyalty. At least none recorded in any official sources. It's quite regrettable their noble line has ended in such a manner. Thanks to Lord Captain, House Rosarian saved, although it came close to being wiped out as a result of scheming without impudence within. Sometimes I think about how much I could teach them, but sure they could survive in a future without me. Need time to reflect upon what happened and the role I played in it. I think I'll be ready to resume this conversation later, and we're back on board the ship. Fuck. You know what's sad right here? Heinrich's is standing here by himself. His friend Achilles used to be here. And then Commorragh happened. Did I just kill Jocasta? Who's gonna be in charge of my fucking enforcers now? I have a lot of thinking to do about what just happened today, so I think this is time for Ashley to end the stream and think about what she's done. I'm not gonna lie to you. If this is like catastrophic to my playthrough, I will be redoing this mission with new people because I missed some pretty fucking important awareness checks. And wow, that happened. I love this game. So, like, all it takes is 2 or 3 missed checks at the wrong moment can fuck you up, and it's all just RNG shit. But that's it for me. I want to thank you for hanging out with me today. I appreciate you. I'll be streaming again on Saturday. We are going to be streaming Dungeons and Dragons. We're doing a live play, homebrew campaign with Steve the DM. I'm turning on your microphone, motherfuckers. You're talking to that mic. But we're going to be playing Dungeons and Dragons. It's going to be around noon Eastern. I say around noon and I look confused because we try to aim for noon. It sometimes ends up being 12:30, sometimes ends up being 1, and very rarely ends up being on time. Because it's like herding fucking cats. And even though I'm the one that turns the fucking stream on, things just fucking happen, you know what I mean? So, come watch that. We're playing tabletop games. It's good times. We're all pirates. There's flying ships. We're all Feywild creatures, except for Adam's character. He's not necessarily from the Feywild. You're from the elemental air, plane of air, right, Adam? Yeah, he's an Aarakocra. He's a Dracula parrot Aarakocra. So he's like a goth parrot, but a pirate captain. So that's going to be what we're doing on Saturday. So until then, I'll see you all later. Have a great night. And if you haven't played Rogue Trader yet, what the fuck are you doing? Get the game. Get the DLCs. Have fun. That's it for me. I'll see y'all some other time. And goodbye.